Our first guest tonight has been at the forefront of the efforts to expose corruption within the Department of Justice and FBI. He says the evidence points clearly to the FBI and Justice Department in the Obama years, working with the Clinton campaign against the campaign and ultimately the presidency of Donald Trump. Joining us tonight is Congressman Jim Jordan. He serves as a member of the House Judiciary and Oversight Committees, also a member of the influential House Freedom Caucus. Congressman, great to have you with us.
Great to be with you.
Let's start, if I may, with McCabe, the spin that has been launched, he in his own behalf, attacking the president and taking on a Comey-like sanctimonious posture, ignoring the fact that the Office of Professional Responsibility recommended his firing.
Right. It was the FBI itself who recommended Andrew McCabe be fired. Look, Andrew McCabe, just like Catherine's point was great. Comey's been fired. McCabe's been fired. Jim Rubicki, former chief of staff, has left the FBI. Jim Baker, former chief counsel at the FBI, has been demoted and reassigned. Peter Strzok, former deputy head of counterintelligence, has been demoted and reassigned at the FBI. Lisa Page, also demoted and reassigned. That's the problem. That's why we've said for so long, you have to have a second special counsel to look at all this. And so McCabe was leaking information just like James Comey and just like James Clapper. That is the problem, and that's why it was recommended that he be terminated.
Professor Jonathan Turley, one of the country's leading experts on constitutional law, a brilliant legal mind, saying that he believes that, in an op-ed, that he believes that James Comey has a very serious problem before him now because of the statements of Andrew McCabe, in which he implied and said directly that the fired director knew about his leaking, if it can be so constructed, and that puts straightforwardly Comey in contradiction with his own testimony before Congress.
That's why we need all the documents from the Department of Justice, not in the redacted form they've been given them to us, but in the unredacted form. We need all the documents. Chairman Goodlatte has indicated he plans to subpoena those at some point in the very near future. Let's get all those documents, and then let's get all the witnesses in. We do need to talk to Lisa Page, Jim Baker, Peter Strzok. At some point, we may need to talk to Jim Comey again. So that's why it's so important we get this information, and the Justice Department not make it difficult for us to get those documents and that information.
Congressman, the House Representatives, House Chairman Goodlatte of Judiciary, who you know well, and Trey Gowdy, who you know well at Oversight, they have slow-walked 20 witnesses that they proffered themselves in their investigation of corruption at DOJ and the FBI. They have embarked on this peculiar campaign of slow-walking and fast-talking that I think is embarrassing, should be embarrassing to the Republican conference and to the House itself.
Well, three quick points. We haven't interviewed a witness in 2.5 months. That is a problem. The good news is both chairmen have called for a second special counsel, as you and I and many others have been calling for months. I don't like special counsels, but I see no other remedy because the FBI can't investigate itself. And as I just indicated, Chairman Goodlatte has said that he plans on doing those subpoenas as quickly as possible. I expect them sometime this week.
And for the party, the conference itself, and for your caucus, the Freedom Caucus, the idea of, approaching $1.3 trillion omnibus spending bill, this seems to have riven the conference and indeed the House.
Yeah, this bill that's up this week is terrible. It's one of the largest spending increases in American history. In the last 10 years, probably second only to the Obama stimulus package, is going to result in a $1 trillion deficit this fiscal year. And it looks like it's going to fund the things we don't want funded, namely Planned Parenthood, potentially Obamacare, and not do what the American people elect us to do, which is fund the border security wall. So we have real problems with this. We're going to fight it. We're going to try to amend it. We're going to try to make it more consistent with what we told the American people we were going to do when they gave us the privilege to serve.
And apparently Speaker Ryan insisting upon funding sanctuary cities as well, while not funding the wall. He's in direct conflict with the President of the United States. And I just can't even understand who he's working for if it's not the Chamber of Commerce and the Business Roundtable.
Well, and maybe even this Gateway project, the Senator Schumer's pet project, this big boondoggle for his district, for his state, I should say, maybe even that in the legislation. So this is not, again, what the American people elected Republicans. We control all of government. Let's do what we were supposed to do, what they elected us to do in 2016.
Friday, the deadline. Your thoughts? How close to a government shutdown will we be at that point?
I don't think so. But I do want to change this bill because it's that bad, and we're going to work to do that. I think you'll see the Freedom Caucus offer a number of amendments. We'll see if our leadership allows them to actually come to the floor for a vote. But we plan on offering those to the Rules Committee sometime later this week.
How about a change in the speaker?
Look. Our job is to focus on doing what the American people sent us here to do. That's what the Freedom Caucus is all about. That's what we're going to continue to do, regardless of who may be what positions of leadership. Our job is to do what we said.